afternoon, everybody. My name is Kathy Haynes, and I'm with the Charleston County Emergency Management Department, Chief of Operations. To my left, I have Jason Patno, which is the Director of the Emergency Management Department for Charleston County, and I also have Chairman Elliott Summey with the Charleston County Council. I appreciate y'all coming in so we can get some updated information out to our citizens. So some of the things I would like to point out to y'all is that Charleston County, we do have 2 shelters that are currently, one is currently open. It is the United Methodist Church on East Montague. I think the address is 1225. We also will, around about 4 o'clock, the Grace on the Ashley Baptist Church will be open at 4 o'clock this afternoon. That's at 2014 Bees Ferry Road. The Charleston County Sheriff's Office work camp facility that they use for during the cold weather and warming, it is open, but it's there for people just to kind of get someplace to dry off. It's not a 24-hour, type facility setup like we have during the winter time. I also want to point out we're getting a lot of calls in about getting into City of Charleston. The one thing I want to clarify is there is no access to the peninsula as we speak. The rest of the City of Charleston, like the West Ashley, James Island, Johns Island parts of the city, as far as we know, there's access. People can go and come. But as far as getting downtown to the actual peninsula, there is no access at this time. And we're not sure when that will clear up because it's just going to see how long it takes the water to recede after the high tide, which is moving out as we speak right now. And then also I want to bring in Chairman Summey. He has a few tips he would like to tell the citizens of Charleston County.
Thank you all. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all of our municipal partners and our brothers and sisters in Dorchester and Berkeley County. Everybody's working real hard for the last few days to make sure we keep everyone safe. But we need to continue that. We don't need to think that now we're here at high tide and the tide's going to come down that it's really over. We've got a lot more rain between now and tomorrow, and I think that the important thing is we need to use common sense and be safe. We've got a lot of roads that are impassable. They're going to continue to be that way. As Kathy was saying, the peninsula is still closed for folks who are worrying and trying to get to work at some of our hospitality institutions down in the city. Be safe. Don't go down there. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sure everybody's employers will be very understanding about the situation. I've been getting a lot of calls about that. But really, folks, common sense is what we need today. We've been really lucky so far. We've been avoiding a lot of injuries. We've been avoiding any real catastrophes. But our first responders are out there trying to make everybody safe. And we're going to continue doing that. The county stands with the City of Charleston, North Charleston, Mount Pleasant, and all of our municipalities to make sure we keep doing that. But let's not make everybody's job any harder than it has to be. And let's stay home and continue watching football tonight and Netflix and all those things to keep everybody home. Thank you.
Okay. Also, I just got the latest update. The Sheriff's Office drying shelters, we call it, is full. So
No, it's a full shelter now.
Oh, it's a full shelter. I apologize. It's a full shelter. So those people that need a place to stay, then they can go also to that location, in addition to the 2 churches I mentioned, the United Methodist in North Charleston and the Grace on the Ashley Baptist in West Ashley, Bees Ferry. The Sheriff's Office work camp is now a full shelter. If anybody needs that type of location in that vicinity also. The Citizens Information Line for the Charleston County Emergency Operations Center is now live. And that number is 746-3900. So if any citizens have any questions, they can call that number and we will try to find the answer for it. And we are currently still at OPCON 3 at this time. If we have any changes, we will of course make that announcement and get that out. You want to do it? Okay. All right, excuse me, I'm sorry. We will be going to OPCON 1 at 3 p.m. Okay, so we do have that, just got that announcement just now. We will go to OPCON 1 at 3 p.m. this afternoon. Our EOC is partially activated. We don't have a full activation, but we have the key functions that need to be here to help the citizens of Charleston County through this situation. But if anybody has any questions or want to find out anything, they can call that 746-3900 number, and we will try to provide that information for them. I will take a couple of questions real quick, if anybody has any.
Can you elaborate at all on the shelters that you all have in place, if they've been used a lot so far today, as far as you know? Or?
The United Methodist Church on East Montague has started getting people in. The Grace on the Ashley will be opened at 4, so they're probably not seeing anybody yet. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I don't have the numbers for the Sheriff's Office work camp, but so I do know that there are some going to the United Methodist Church on East Montague Street. Excuse me.
Do you all have a plan at all going in ahead into tomorrow? Any idea of what to expect for Sunday?
Well, it's really going to be kind of a play it by ear, if you will. It depends on how how the situation is. We probably will have a presence, a very skeletal presence in the Operations Center through the night. But then once we get in tomorrow morning, it will be evaluated to see what how we're going to operate from that point forward. I also want to mention again the Charleston County Emergency Management Department's app is free. I encourage all citizens to download it. It's Android and/or iPhone, whichever one you have. It's go to your app store and it's CCEMD, and you will see this lovely logo when you go type that in, so you'll know you got the right spot. We put information on there. We have closures in there. We'll have other information in there, emergency information. We can put that in there. So that's another way for our citizens to find out what's going on, because we keep that updated throughout this situation. Also, the county's website. The county's website, they have Facebook, they have Twitter, they even have YouTube. So that's another location that the citizens can go to get information, because we're keeping that current and updated as we get new information. Charleston County EMD also has a Facebook page, which we'll also be keeping updated with information. So there's a multitude of ways that people in Charleston County can find out what's going on and hopefully get some of the questions answered to their questions that they may have. But again, they can still call here if they have to. Yes, sir.
You have 2 shelters. Do you anticipate opening any more?
It'll be on a case by case. Will depend on how these other shelters are doing. If they're not going to get maxed out, then chances are no. But if they look like they're starting to fill up, we will open up another one if we need to.
Can you tell us about any of the rescues that you all had to do today, or what some of the major issues have been?
Well, I do know that the Charleston County Volunteer Rescue Squad is staged and ready to help with anybody in the city at the request of the Charleston City Fire Department. They're staged to offer any assistance. They have small boats that can get through that water down there and remove anybody. We haven't heard of them actually doing any rescues yet, but they are ready and staffed and manned and ready to go.